Oh boy. We are now live. Just let the music play a little bit. I'm gonna let the music play just a little bit. Big shout out to JL Draft Pick on this song right here. And Trace just can't see it anymore. You knocked the camera off. Yeah. No. Messed it all up.
No, we strapped up like Karachi. George from Japan, kicking like Jackie Chan. It's a sit down shut. You can't stay. No, you can't stay.
Thank you. Big shout out to DJ Trace, our set director, messing up the camera and everything. We're live. Welcome to the sit down. And as you can see, this is a much prettier version of the Don Drew. Tell people your name.
Hey everybody, I'm Erica, aka Gimme Two Pairs.
Woo!
What's going on?
That's at Gimme Two Pairs. Don Drew is flourishing at a holiday party right now. Okay. And so we had to bring in a backup. He said, who can we bring in a backup? I'm sick of sitting next to Drew's pasty ass every week. So I said, let me get a cute pasty girl in here. No, I'm just playing.
It's nice and next to me, my pasty ass.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, welcome to the sit down.
Thank you.
Welcome to the sit down. Got a big show tonight. Started a little late, 7:20. Apologize. Let's get into it. First thing we want to talk about today is Nike sues former designers. Erica, what do you think about that?
It's interesting. I mean, I could see them trying to go after because they lost 3 of their top guys, their biggest guys who put everything,
Do you think it's a thing of like sore loser? Like, like we lost them, so now we're gonna sue. They said they took their proprietary technology and brought it to Adidas.
Yeah,
like
I think
fly knit and all that kind of stuff. Like
I think they're kind of scrambling. I think they're nervous, and Adidas is, kind of doing their thing. They're really, they're really putting themselves out there. They're signing a lot of people. So I think these 3 signing with Adidas could definitely do some damage.
You think Nike's scared of Adidas?
I don't think so. I mean, Nike's Nike, but at the same time, they lost 3 of their guys. That's pretty powerful people for them.
Especially Mark Dolce.
Yeah.
Mark Dolce was the man. Barclay Posit, a lot of history, pennies.
Yeah.
He did a lot of work over there.
It's going to definitely hurt them.
Speaking of Adidas announced some big signings this week. King Push and Kendrick Lamar.
What do you think?
It's hard. Like when you think about Adidas, you think about, are we living in an era where artists sell sneakers anymore? This is back in the G Unit, S. Carter days where artists sell, or do you think that maybe, with the success of the Kanye shoe, and then you trying other artists that are platinum sellers? I don't know numbers on Push, but I know Kendrick Lamar sells a lot of records.
Yeah, I think people seeing how Nike did it, signing people. Adidas obviously has their history of signing people and doing some good things, but I don't know. I think this could be interesting.
You think anybody's gonna camp out for a Kendrick Lamar sneaker?
No, I don't see anybody camping out for some of the.
And let me just stand corrected. Kendrick Lamar signed the Reebok.
Reebok, yes.
Signed the Reebok Classics. King Push has a sneaker with Adidas. So I'm just, I made a mistake too by not clarifying that. But I'm saying these are 2 big artists that are now being signed. You had Rick Ross with Reebok, Swiss Beats with Reebok. You had Meek Mill with Puma. I don't ever remember seeing a Meek Mill Puma.
No.
But I don't know how that went. But I'm just saying I don't know how this is going to work out. But I did see the King Push sneaker, and it looks kind of fresh.
Oh yeah, I hope they make it in my size. Honestly, I'm gonna be pissed if they don't.
Don't you have problems as girls with little feet?
Yes, it's not fair. I'm so sick of it too. I don't buy women's sneakers.
Why not?
Because they're pink and purple and some flowery shit, and I want something that. I mean, I got Timbs on my feet.
Right.
So.
Now, what sneaker did they not make in your size that you wish they would just make in your size?
What sneakers didn't they make? I mean, these Adidas, the tubulars that just came out, I would have loved to have a pair in my size.
They don't make them in your size.
No, they don't. I mean, come on, Adidas, what's going on?
What about any Nikes that you missed out on?
I mean, yeah, there's so many of them. A lot of the packs that they do, a lot of the packs that they come out with. The only good thing that Nike came out with that was in women's was a city pack with the Air Forces and the Uptowns.
That's it.
And
then you got to get like GS sizes, right?
Yeah.
And
which is fine, but
like you said, most of them was a pink, purple.
Yeah, some bullshit.
And yeah.
I'm waiting for my feet to grow. It's just not happening.
It's not going to happen, people. All right. Then another thing happened last Saturday. Friend of the show, Mr. Soley Ghost, showed up to SneakerCon with some sneakers on.
Yes.
Some 8s.
I peeped them. Yes, I did.
You peeped them at the show?
Yeah, I
No,
saw
now
them.
tell the honest truth before we bring them on. What did you think when you first saw them?
Really?
Yeah, we kicked the truth here,
No,
right?
no. I mean, when I seen them, I was like, really?
Right.
What?
Did they look like a $3 bill?
Yes.
What clicked in?
What gave it right away to me was the sewing on the toe backs. It was they almost looked like he had pleats in the toe backs.
Right. It looked like Catholic school uniform pants.
Yes.
Right.
I was just was wondering what the hell happened.
And what happened was that after that, the internet went crazy.
Yeah.
They jumped on the homie.
Yes.
And he got defensive and he fought back.
Yeah. I mean, naturally anybody would,
Right.
but
he bared his teeth and his claws and,
yeah,
and fought back. And you can't do that.
No.
Like I told the homie, and I'll tell him when he gets in here, I said, listen, you can either be Roger Clemens or Andy Pettit.
Mm-hmm.
You be Roger Clemens or Andy Pettit. Andy Pettit sat down and said, listen, took some steroids. The F was the big deal. All right, I made a mistake. I'm sure everybody here, made a mistake, took steroids, took coke, banged the fat girl. We can't take that back. Now we got to move on.
Right.
He wasn't Roger Clemens who said, no, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. He tried to, but, and he took the, I don't know if people saw it. He wrote a nice little apology.
Yeah, he did come back, and that that was nice. People make mistakes, shit happens. I mean, like he said, he got it from somebody he trusted, a connect where he got samples. So,
was it Kicks or Die?
I have no idea.
Oh my God, it was so.
I have no idea.
Those shoes are so foo-foo though. They were so foo-foo. Without further ado, DJ Trace, bring in the Soley Ghost. Soley Ghost doesn't need any music. He doesn't need no music. But we'll play him some anyway. Soley Ghost, sit down, put on the headphone, crack a black man's nectar, which you call grape soda. Everybody, give it up. Friend of the show, Mr. Soley Ghost.
What's good?
How's it going, brother?
Can't complain, brother.
How's it been?
It's been an interesting last for a couple days.
Get closer so we can hear you.
It's been an interesting last 4 days, I'd say.
Now we gave everybody online the background. What happened, what the big uproar was about. Uninterrupted, we want to give you your say. Tell us what happened.
All right, so I have a dude that I've been buying shoes from probably the last, I'd say year. A big collector out of California. Every once in a while he'll say, I got a few pairs for you. You're interested in them? So I said, cool. In the deal that I actually got the 8s in, I bought a few other pairs as well. When I got the pair, he sent me pictures of it and he said, check them out. Let me know what you think. So when I got a picture of the tag, I sent it to one of my other boys just to make sure. I always wanted a second opinion. So he's like, yo, if the numbers touch the barcode, you're good. Going with that, I did some research too. I said, all right, I thought I was good. Come to find out, obviously, after, everything that happened at SneakerCon and everything else, that, it's not just about that too. There's another little check on the bottom with the writing, the font. So whatever. Everyone
but at the end of the day, you say that you bought it from a trusted source. So
yeah.
So there was no reason.
Too. So people think that I saw that listing on eBay. Or
they try to connect it and said it was an alter
exactly
eBay account.
Yeah, and I never saw that listing until that day at SneakerCon or after. I didn't see that listing for eBay.
And it was a mistake because on eBay they had it for 200.
Yeah, and the person who I got it from, he said that he asked somebody else to list it for him, and they wanted 2,000 for it. And the person, so when it went up, I guess it sold within minutes. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going on what was told to me, and people thought I bought it for 200. I mean, you saw funny people comment some stuff like, let's start a charity to get him his $200 back. I laughed at that stuff.
They had a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe, you know what I'm saying? I laughed. Like, for me personally, I'm not one of those people where, the memes and stuff don't offend me. Gold Tank Dog put some stuff up. It was like LeBron looking at the thing. And then he commented after I wrote whatever I wrote about, everyone makes mistakes. And I said to him, I said, yo, to be real with you, your meme was one of the funnier memes that I saw.
Right.
Because like I said, everyone's human. I make mistakes. Everyone gets got at one point. If you say that you didn't, you lying to yourself.
Everybody's lying.
Everyone's lying.
There was people getting robbed that day.
Exactly.
People get robbed at every show. I'm talking about, but not in the first person, right in front of them. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of funny. What bugged me out was just the whole backlash of like people just waiting to get at you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
And it was people that I thought that F with you too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And
what's funny is, yeah, me and my manager were talking about before. We have people who were around us at the show,
right.
and you know, everyone was smiling up in your face. The minute they got home from SneakerCon, they were one of the first people to comment or post up. It's like, yo, you were just smiling in my face, and now you're doing that. And I don't know, these people come out the woodworks. Like, I didn't even know I was this popular.
Because I didn't come to the show. So you can imagine like what was coming into me. Like, and I'm just like, and I told everybody, and I told you, and I said like my relationship with him is not even, I never copped a pair of sneakers from him in my life.
Yeah.
So it's beyond that. Yeah. So I said, like, to me, you know, when you talk about him as a person, there's a difference between that than what you're saying. Because to me, a person is what you did for us at Turkey Drive.
Of course.
My hoodies. That to me, I don't care what anybody else say. Like, you know, you to me, you're a stand-up guy. So for that to happen, my thing was like, and we had a conversation. I was like, you could be Roger Clemens or Andy Pettit.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah,
I said you could be Roger Clemens or Andy Pettit. And the thing was just like, you're human, you know. And the people that's throwing rocks, they probably got too.
Of course,
but terribly.
And it's crazy. The funny part is like a lot of these people that like I didn't know I had all these like secret haters. These people came out of nowhere with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like dudes that were just waiting, you know, a year and a half that I've been on Instagram, whatever it's been, that were just waiting for like one mess up for them to come out and say whatever they had to say.
Just want to jump on.
Yeah, of course. You know,
but I gotta also ask you too. Like when you looked at the shoe, didn't the shoe look a little funny to you? Because when I saw it, I saw the toe box, I saw the laces, 100%. And I was just like, Ghost know better than this.
100%. And I completely agree with you with saying that. But at the same point, the shoe that, you know, that I saw in pictures originally until I got it, didn't really look like that. It was deteriorating in shape as it got, you know, to me or whatever. And the person who had, you know, this had another pair of 8s, which he wouldn't sell me, which is from the same time period, which is a known sample. Like Nice Kicks and all these places posted up and say, you know, whatever, 30 of the top Jordans that weren't released, and it's always posted up. You know what I'm saying? It's like a brown pair, like low top. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
I've seen it. Yeah.
And dude has that shoe, so it's like he shouldn't know, but I shouldn't. I'm 100% accountable for it. You know what I mean? I'm a man, so I could take it. Yeah, of course. But you know, when you have an older shoe that's beat up from 12 years ago, anything's possible with a toe box like that. It could look like that. And
it's a sample, and we know how samples, and we know how samples do.
So what have you done with the pair since?
I sent it back to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do something funny and burn it or blow it
up. We should have. I was gonna say grow a bamboo plant out of it and put it in the check. Do something with it.
He gave me my money back right away. He told me he apologized. Like I have all the text message stuff, and like I said in my post, you know, if I was not the type of man and stand-up dude that I feel like I am, I could have just diverted all of the negative energy that was out there right to him, and said, "Yo, this is the person that sold to me. You should be getting at him."
Yeah, you didn't name him, right?
I'm not that type of dude. I would never do something like that.
Right, which is the honorable thing to do.
If you think about it, it's like, what type of person would I be doing pushing it off to somebody else?
Right.
You know, like that's just.
Now another thing that came up was the mellows,
of course,
the mellow 5s,
which will always be in question just because of the hate out here.
Now tell a story, you know, without naming names. Are those mellow 5s authentic? And if so, why are people doubting them so bad?
100% authentic. I guess they have doubted it because of the way that the shoe got to me.
Right.
It got middleman by a person who has a very questionable, I guess, reputation.
Nah, about to say those are definitely fake.
Yeah, we all know that. We all know that.
100.
Yeah, that's without question. So if you actually did your research on the shoe, a well-known collector from overseas, he posted up a same picture that I posted up further down in my timeline with the Elephant 5 and the Mellow 5. I posted up the same way he posted it up. One of my friends had contact with that guy. I said, I want to buy those shoes. Said, all right, well, we got to talk money about it, see what it is. I made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Right.
Now that shoe from there went to my friend who is overseas in the China, Hong Kong area. Everybody knows him. Everybody knows him. And he's never done nothing wrong to me.
He's not foo-foo connected. He's real dude, or he's Taobao.
Nah, it's not that he's Taobao or any of that stuff, but like he's done stuff probably to people that he shouldn't have done.
Right.
But he's never done that to me.
Right.
So I only base my relationship with people off of what my relationship is with them.
Right.
So he got that shoe. Now, when he got that shoe, unfortunately, which I guess anybody who's thirsty for this Instagram fame, he took a picture of it, kind of claiming that it was his shoe. But I already paid for the shoe. So within, I guess, 2 or 3 hours of him having that shoe was already on its way to me.
Mhm.
And he posted it up on his website or whatever else, so people think that he had that shoe, but that shoe I already paid for.
So people were saying that those files are so limited that there was no way you can get your hands on a pair of
But
those.
see, you don't understand, like, the way that the sample rooms and all this stuff works over there. Like these people have access to all these rooms. There's so many shoes and samples that people don't know about, that they made, that are out there, that people have, that people don't know about. And show that shoe was actually sent to Nike before it got back to, you know, for them to make it for Carmelo, because they were going to release that shoe and the Chris Paul 5. They were both going to release both of them.
The blue and red and that Nick color one.
Exactly.
Right.
They were gonna, and on the tag, which is crazy, it says, you know, holiday and the year. And I would have had both pairs. The only reason I passed on the Chris Paul is because, you know, my person told me that, okay, I'm pretty sure that the Chris Paul one is going to release. The Melo's probably not. So you got a gem.
Let me ask you a question. When it comes to the sample game, is it a toss up of authenticity, or is there a certain way that you can know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you take your chances?
Sometimes, I mean, you have to really know your shit. And it's like one of those things where, I mean, I've been in the sneaker game 16 years now. So, you know, I've seen it all. You know, it really is kind of a toss up. You just got to really trust who you're buying from, and you know, and do your own legit checks. That's really, at the end of the day, that's really, you only can blame yourself if you don't do all the checks that you need to do. I mean, what's your take on all those LeBrons and stuff, all that stuff that happened? You think that those pairs were ordered from Nike? Those are all good?
Which ones?
Like the ones with the whole artifact situation?
Oh yeah. No, like
I'm just saying.
No, like
I'm just saying. But a lot of people have all those shoes in their collection, which I'm one too. I'm not gonna call the kettle black and be like, yo, I don't have none of those shoes. I have some of those shoes. You know what I mean? But just there's some big collectors and a lot of people out there that got them too. So it's like, I don't know. It's just funny when things happen like this, how quickly, you know, people are to point the finger at you. But meanwhile, same everyone's in the same boat, you know?
I think there's a certain responsibility if you want to get into those games of the sample game. You have to understand that you could get got.
Yeah, 100%.
And prepare for that. See, I don't have the patience.
But see, I was buying samples. See, people have a big misconception. Like I don't agree with what goes on with Instagram now. Like I was buying samples and all these shoes before I had Instagram, which a lot of people now, these young kids and these other people who got into it, buy it to like flex on Instagram, and they think that's their way to be like famous or like popular.
Yeah, but by the way, Instagram is cutting all that crap out.
Oh hell yeah! I can't wait till they cut the
followers. A lot of people about to be lonely.
I know.
Insta famous about people. Swoop.
I know. I'm gonna have my eyes on a few people.
Some people going 8,500 from 99K.
Yep.
Holy shit!
Yep.
All those people that bought those followers.
I mean, it's crazy. People think when you look at that stuff, like you can't tell. Like if you got 20,000 followers, but 100 likes or 15 likes, it's like.
Or my thing was like, if you got 99K and you put a picture up and 13 people like it, the numbers just don't add up.
Of course,
like
of course.
Like you should like.
They say it's like a ratio of anywhere from like 2 to 5% of whatever people you have.
Yeah, but look when like Kevin Hart or LeBron post something, or Drake. You know what I'm saying? They get 20,000 likes on a simple picture.
Yeah,
they have millions of followers.
Right. That's to me, that's real.
Yeah, of course.
Now there's other Insta famous sneaker people out there that have 35K, put up a picture and 14 people like it.
100%.
And I'm like,
I know.
But that also shows you, you know, the sneaker community is, because they use that as a validation.
100%.
Like, oh my God, I rock with him because he got 59,000 likes.
See, like me and Trace were talking about this earlier. Like I don't go with the whole sneaker celebrity Instagram famous thing. Like that to me is corny. Like that whole way of thinking or whatever else. It's like, I like sneakers, so like my following grew. So like I'm appreciative of all my followers, and you know, to me, it's not. I don't look at myself that way. Like that's why I said a lot of people who posted that stuff up about me don't really know anything about me. If you met me in person, you know I'm a stand-up dude. I don't think I'm better than nobody.
We talked offline about that.
I'm not that type of dude. Like I'm not out here like, yo, I'm the dopest sneakerhead in the game. Like I'm happy for everybody. I want everybody to win. There's enough money out there.
But see, what happens is, and a lot of people have to understand, when you're at the point of where you're at, your mistakes get magnified
Of course, you're in the
more
spotlight.
more than somebody if it
Of course,
doesn't.
yeah, if I had 1,000 followers, I wouldn't even be here right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's just like, you know, if you were in the league and you were just like a 6th-round draft pick and you did steroids, nobody would write about you. But if you're LeBron status, your front page, you know, blah 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 blah, you know, and it's just like it comes with the territory. So it's about, you know, and one thing I gotta really commend you on is that at the beginning of the whole incident, you and the homie Corky had a little back and forth.
Yeah.
And
well, I got tagged in a post on his page. I wasn't following him.
Right.
So I just got tagged in it. So I just said, you know, something about like, oh, you're gonna be part of the ignorance too.
Right.
And whatever. And then, you know, he went back and forth, and then me and you spoke about it. And then
but the thing I commend you on, besides even getting to that BS, was the way how you handle it, both of you as men.
Of course, men, bro. I'm a man.
Right.
31 years old. I'm not a little kid.
But I'm trying to use that example for a lot of people out there that don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a disagreement with somebody. Yeah. You can say all the FUs you want, but as long as it's handled like men,
100%.
And at the end of the day, I take that both of you walked away with respect.
100%. Yeah,
for each other.
You know, like I said, I'm not against other people having opinions or different opinions. Like, there's some things that I believe that I know other people won't believe, and I'm never going to put my opinions on other people, and I don't expect them to put their opinions on me. So when that whole situation happened, he direct messaged me, and, you know, I simply replied back to him. I said, yo, listen, this is my telephone number.
Right.
Just text me.
Right.
And we can handle this like men.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and fight with dudes and tell them, you know, on Instagram back and forth. Like, what do I look like doing that? Like, I look just as lame as the people who posted up the situation about me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, you know, and then, like I said, after we spoke, yo, I don't think Corky's a bad dude. I think he's a good dude.
Right.
Like, after speaking to him, you know, he doesn't believe in a sneaker community and all those things. You know, we have a difference of opinion in that.
But one thing about Corky, and I got to say this.
Like, he's a real dude,
he's very transparent.
He's a real
He says,
dude.
I sell sneakers for profit.
Of course. Yeah,
I don't give an F about the community.
Yeah.
There is no community. This is what I do.
100%.
And his whole baseline is like, I'm not somebody that I'm not supposed, like, you know, I'm not trying to be somebody
100%.
I'm not.
Yeah, 100%.
I sell sneakers.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, another thing that we want to bring up is your army buddy.
Reaper.
Like, when you go, Reaper just goes off the deep end.
But see, like, he's like,
what's wrong with him?
Nah, see, you don't know him personally.
Okay, you're right. And that's
the whole thing. Like, if you knew him, he's probably the most genuine, nicest, sincerest dude. Like, if you're his friend, he'll go hard for you to the death. Like, that's just how he is. So, like, my friendship and my, you know, situation with him is way different than with other people. So, like, he feels like if someone's attacking me, they're kind of attacking him too. So, you know,
and I'm not trying to say you can't stand on your own too, but
you
know, but it's like when that happened, Reaper just went off the deep end.
See, because he knows the real me. So like we've talked about this before. Like, you know, the sneakers stuff is cool. Like, don't get it twisted. But like, if you knew my history and my background and the things that I came from and whatever else, it's different. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't want to get into that because it's not not public.
We're not trying to glorify nothing.
Exactly. We're not trying to nothing. But like, it's a different type of situation. So people that are close to me kind of know that. So they, you know, I got a lot of text messages like, yo, when's the next show? We gonna go smack dudes. It's like, bro, we're not, it's sneakers.
I had a little incident like that.
I'm saying,
yeah,
I told you not to.
Yeah,
but
it's
just like you told me back.
Yeah.
It's not worth all that. So like, you know, when he gets into,
well, like I told you, I was just like, remember before you even woke up, I texted you before you woke up. And I was just like, yo, my man, keep it pushing.
But see, like with Reaper though, people should really respect him because like he's over fighting for our country, and like what he does, like he's a sick dude, bro. Like that, like
yeah. But Reaper started bringing in gun talk and like, you know what I'm saying. I'm just like you know,
that's not the right way to go about
and
it.
We gotta. I'm like, saying I'm only being fair because we gotta address
it about him though. His arms and his legs are licensed weapons,
right?
So you don't want to get into a fight with Reaper in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to do that. Like, not on some like, oh, whatever, but like he can't just go in the streets and get into a fight with somebody. Like, he could get in a lot of trouble for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I always tell him, like, yo, just chill out. He's like, nah, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe some people just need to learn the lesson the hard way. And it's like, I mean, half of these dudes that are posting this stuff, if you seen you in the show, they'd walk the other way. Just like I was at SneakerCon and half these people posted, not one person came up and said one thing to me.
Nobody said anything.
Not
to you,
one
right?
thing.
Yeah.
I walked around the whole entire show all day. I was there since 10 in the morning.
People are probably looking at you like, oh, what the fuck's he got on his feet?
That's
like,
it, yeah.
But nobody had, but see, me, I'm a type of person, I'd be like, yo, come me holler at you and be like, yo, like, what's the deal with those?
And I respect that. And I respect that. But that's the type of I guess you
But
could
that's-
say, community
Right.
that we're a part of.
We don't have a community. We're trying to build a community.
Of course.
That's what we're trying to do.
Everyone could say whatever they want to
But
say.
you know, when it came
a
to
cell phone or a keyboard.
when it came to Reaper, and you know, a Tribe Called Fresh and everything, like Reaper sometimes comes off as like the loudmouth. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
But like, you know, he pops off.
Agree.
Not even talking about. I don't know him as a person. I bet you he's a cool dude.
Yeah, yeah.
But perception is reality. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that bad perception, because Reaper's not here.
Yeah, I understand.
It rubs off on you.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta understand, he's just so passionate about this. Like he takes the passion for these sneakers and the love of the game to like a whole nother level, like way beyond any of my passion and love for the sneakers. Like I love sneakers. I've been collecting forever, and this is, you know, I think why people respect me for what I do now is because for 15 years I didn't make any money off this community or anything like that. Now for the last year I have, but at the same point, like I did that grind. I waited on lines. I hustled to get shoes. I did whatever I had to do, you know, to be in the position now where I branded myself well enough where people support my brand and buy stuff from me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, his passion is just straight.
See, one thing I noticed is that in order to have a culture survive, you got to lay some foundation for the future. And it seems to me that the future of sneakers is just getting beat up right now. You know what I'm saying? And let me give you some examples. Like me and Erica talked about the shows. Like I feel like there's too many goddamn shows.
Well, everyone wants to have a sneaker show.
But my thing is like was like, why don't they? Why aren't the heads of these shows sitting down and saying, instead of fighting over the same 2,500 people, let's get together and get 20,000 people in some place.
Well,
in New York, or you know what I'm saying, or like
I think the problem with that is that obviously SneakerCon has the biggest following.
Right. It's OG in the game.
It's OG in the game.
It's Summer Jam.
Exactly.
It's Powerhouse. Not Summer Jams.
So maybe if you got the smaller shows to join together and do something like that, but a lot of stuff that fuels these shows, which a lot of people don't know, on the back end, a lot of these shows, you have people that are just greedy people. You don't have people that actually really care about sneakers or the community or anything like that. You got greedy people who just care about money. You know, so that's put it this way. You put anything in front of anyone where people see that they can make dollars, you got.
But they're not making any money. You know, after the rental space, after all that stuff like that, they'd be lucky if they net out at $2,500. But they've been working on it for 3 or 4 months, you know, every day. And when you think about that as far as pay, you know, they basically made $3 an hour.
I mean, I get that the host show, so you know that's why I do the hosting thing now.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean?
And that's why Trace DJs the show instead of puts them together. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna pay me, be out, not have to deal with none of the headache, and then whatever happens on your situation is your situation.
But I just think that I just think that collectively, if they were able to sit down, you know, and get together, like because what I see is that they're fighting over to save 2,500 people. They're fighting over, because you go to every show, there's the same vendors, and then people now are just saying like, you know what, I'm not gonna go to this show because I know there's one next week, or I'm gonna bypass this.
Look at December. There's SneakerCon, Soul Exchange, SoulCon. They're all back to back weeks.
They're gonna water down over time, to be honest.
And you want to know when the shit show's gonna hit? All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be interesting.
Everybody's gonna have
they got
Flex.
They got Flex. You got SneakerCon, and you got Soul Exchange, and then I think SoulCon's doing something too. And all this stuff's gonna be on the same day, so it's gonna be real interesting to see. But I heard Flex's stuff is like more of like a concert type of thing. Yeah.
Because I'm helping out with the show, so it's at stage 48.
You can't talk about that over here.
Sorry.
Come on.
Yeah.
Cut our mic off.
I was gonna say. The wrong place for that.
Right. Sponsored by Lugs. Good luck. Good luck. Anyway, but you know, back to what we're saying. Like, so the whole thing is over with. You know, what's on now? What's going like now? Do you expect everything that you wear now will be in question?
Probably. It doesn't bother me though. I'm gonna still put it on my feet regardless. I mean, whatever people think. At the end of the day, they don't pay my bills. Their opinions don't matter to me. Everyone's entitled to them. And you know what it is? Like you said before, when you're in the spotlight, you know what I mean? Like I have this tunnel vision of like, I have my goal of what I want to do. And it's way beyond what other people have a thinking of where they see this community going and other things. Like I'm working on a few projects right now. One of them I really can't talk about, but it's going to be in like January, where this is going to take the whole entire sneaker type of thing to a whole different level.
I need to hear about this off air.
I got
Yeah,
you.
I'm
I'll let you know. Yeah,
curious.
we all signed non-disclosures with it, so there could be no
I'll do the
issues with
NDA
it.
for you.
I'm saying, serious. Yeah, it's a real
I like to get on the
real-
ground level of the next IBM.
why, yeah, something like that though. Silicon Valley type thing. I'm telling you, it's one of those things where people don't know a lot of background about me either. Like I went to Duke University, and when I went, it was one of the top 5 universities. I got a soccer scholarship to go there, so I played soccer, whatever. That was my thing in high school, whatever. And so I got a brain behind me too. Like you'll see me in the clothes when I always dress like that, but I'm just not a stupid person.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but people judge you by that though.
Trace got a college education.
I'm just saying, but people judge, people think you stupid because like
I'm just saying it because we had a conversation. He knows why I said that. Trace had to put somebody in their place the other day about it.
I feel you, but people
Trace said, "Don't let the beard and the beanie fool you, son."
100%, but that's the truth. People would think just because of the way you dress or the way you talk or the way that you are that you could.
You know what bugs me out? I got to interrupt, bro. There's some people that really have and I'm not going to make this person Insta famous, but look what someone just sent me. Like it's dedicated to you.
To me, I know. I got tagged and probably.
But the whole name, the username is dedicated to you.
I know.
Someone took the time out to register a name,
bro.
That's crazy.
I mean, the people got. I don't know about other people.
Yo, we should release. You need your own bobblehead.
I need some. I need some.
Like did you see this?
I saw it. Yeah,
did he see it?
Yeah, 100%.
Yo, someone took the time. For what?
You know what it is?
I guess, and
I wrote it in the little post that I wrote up. And after tonight, I hope it's a dead issue and people could just let it go. But this is really true. And like my mom used to say, like people want to see you do good, but they just don't want to see you doing better than them. So if they feel in some sort of way that you're doing better than them, it's like they'll do anything to put you down. Like I had one dude that I was fighting with about this whole situation, which. In my opinion, dude's a straight cornball, but I mean, whatever. I hit him up after he was one of these dudes. I don't have Facebook. So like some dude posted on your thing the other day, like, yo, Ghost told me fake bread 11s on Facebook and this and that. So I simply commented back on.
Did he reply? My apologies.
You know what I'm saying? And I replied back. I was like, that's cool, but I don't have Facebook. And I haven't had Facebook. So you can get them from me. Right. And then he just replied back like, oh, whatever.
It was about the packaging. Yeah, it was about the packaging. And then he realized that he was wrong and he apologized.
Yeah. But I'm just like,
but my thing was
just out of nowhere he came on.
Like, my thing was is the quickness in which they jumped. This is like wow.
So there's this other dude, whatever, and he posted a lot of stuff up on Instagram about like Cookie Monster 8s and this and like
he put the memes and all that.
And I laugh at all this stuff. I think it's funny. Like I'm not one of those people where I don't let it affect me. Like people think like, yo, this dude must be home crying and this and that. But I'm home laughing. Me and my friends looking at it, we're sending each other the pictures like, yo, this is funny. This is whatever. So I simply texted dude and I said, yo, you got my number. Why wouldn't you text me or say something to me instead of posting up or whatever else? You know what his answer was?
What?
His answer was like, oh, you're just mad. You got guys, this and that. Instead of him being like, yo, who's this? He's like, I didn't save your number. I never had your number, this and that. But if you didn't save my number, wouldn't you be like, who's this? Just someone texting you that? Come on, man, you have my number. And then at the end of the conversation, it got to, well, I got 2 stores. My stores are better than yours. My inventory is better than yours. My this is better than yours. And I'm like, you really got to feel some type of way to make it a competition between me and you when it's like, you should get your money. I get my money, but why are you concerned about what I'm doing?
You know what it is? And I think you have to really, and I saw this on, matter of fact, I was going through WorldStar and I saw this on WorldStar today. Somebody was showing how to deal with haters and they said you have to really show compassion towards them. Because sometimes, you got to think about a hater's mindset. They really wake up in the morning mad at their situation, so they have to take it out. Because, all of us in here aspire or have made money. And when I'm making money or I'm counting money, I have no hate. I'm happy. I'm happy.
I know.
I'm happy. When I rip that little slip out for the mortgage and I'm able to, and that thing goes through, the little slip, people don't know about that. It's not rent. It's called a mortgage slip. It has perforated edges. You know what I'm saying? That's when you own something. When I see Chase give me that alert that Wells Fargo is paid, I'm not mad at nobody. And I can't hate on you but people that hate and like this jerk off site right here, like he took the time out, like he has he needs a hug, like he has nothing. There's no disrespect, but there's no girls paying him attention. There's he don't got the new Call of Duty. He got because there's other things that he could be doing than this.
What's crazy is a lot of people comment like, yo, you block people, you this and that. Like, you come on my page, you act ignorant, you say something stupid, I'm gonna block you. Not because of whatever. My thing goes fast. So I'm one of those people, I like to respond to all the comments they get on my page because I don't feel like I'm above responding to the comments or just responding to the people.
Sometimes you gotta ignore them, bro.
But exactly. So, you know, I'll ignore them or block them, and that's it. And people always like, oh, you block me, this now. We're like, yo, he blocks everybody. I block you because I'm not going to entertain the stupidity. It's like, why should I'm a grown man. Why should I, at the end of the day, have to listen to you? You're dumb. I got little kids that come on me and tell me, like, yo, this, that, crazy stuff. And like, all they want is a response back from me.
Right.
It's like, you that thirsty for
They just
attention that you just want to be acknowledged. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I got a question.
Go ahead.
It's for you right here.
Sure. That's one of the people that's one of the dudes that I got the shoe from. I'm not gonna lie, but I wouldn't put him on blast like that.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna. That's why I showed it to you first.
100%. That's right though. That's the dude.
All right, so Byron, primer driver, that is one of the dudes. you got it. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. And like I said, if it's crazy because I was showing my manager on the way over here, like the text message between me and him, and I simply said, I said, bro, like, why didn't you tell me about the eBay situation or any of these things? And like, how do you let me find out after if I spend a crazy amount of money with you? And like, he just was like, I didn't think it was gonna blow up into all this whole situation and whatever else. And like, you know, he said,
really,
he told me, and I could read it to you. He said word for word, he said, yo, I have no problem with you putting me on the spot and saying my name. I'm not gonna do that. Why would I point fingers? I made a mistake, lesson learned. I owned up for it. The people who keep on harping on it are the people who, like you said, got nothing better to do with their life. Like, how you gonna, like, Gold Tank Dog? Like, I never met dude. I don't know dude. He posted me and I thought it was funny. I wrote up what I had to wrote, right? Like, on my page, he commented like, yo, that's, you know, I respect that, or, you know, whatever else, and let it go. You know what I mean? And I respect people like,
because Gold Tank is an older dude.
He's older, like I
he
said,
understands.
And exactly. So like, I'm not mad at the people who posted up stuff, and then after I, you know, posted up what I had to write, and they, you know, they commented on my page and, you know, said like, you know, we respect you for taking that high road and for actually admitting you know how many other people out here would have just pretended like that didn't happen. And I only took down the pictures because my phone was going dead and I was getting, every time I refreshed it, 100, 150 comments.
People were taking that as like, yo, you're running.
No, I'm not. I was gonna actually see. One of my boys told me I should actually wear them up here today, just to be funny about it.
To me, it was just like, what? Okay, at the end of the day, what does it do? It happened, but my thing was just like, at least you didn't, you know, try to defend it to that point. You know, it is what
I only
it is.
defended it in the beginning and posted up what I posted because at that point when I posted that about you know, checkings and savings and whatever else, I was still under the impression from a few other people that I spoke to with sending them a picture of the tag that I was good.
Right.
And then once.
So you were defending your purchase.
Yes, in the beginning.
Right.
And then once.
Shit, by like an hour and a half later.
I'm saying, once I, you know, I have a lot of older heads that I respect in the game and whatever else. And then once, you know, we got through all of the fluffy nonsense and just got down to the basics of whether this shoe is real or not real, you know, it was still a 60-40, but it was 60-40 leaning towards the other way of it not being good. So I said, you know what? Let's just call it. It's not good.
Right.
That's it. I'm not ashamed to say it. I made a mistake. People know that. And, you know, if you want to harp on it and you want to dwell on this, it's like, it doesn't say nothing about my character. It says about your character.
Yeah, but we address it. So let's talk about some positive crap.
Sure.
What's going on for you next?
We got a lot of crazy things going on with the brand.
I just saw the Christmas post today. You're wearing it right now.
Yeah, I'm wearing it right now. Free plug.
Candy cane. They look tight. They're gonna look great. I gotta get me one to go with my Kobe Christmases.
Yeah. We got a lot of big things coming. You know, we've been dropping like t-shirts, hoodies, crew necks faithfully for, you know, 3-4 months now. And the you know, the response from the community is crazy. Like, you don't realize how many people you have that support you until you try something that you've never done before. I never did t-shirts. I never did clothing. I never did any of that. So, you know, we have a lot of things that we're working on, a lot of new stuff, like, you know, joggers we got coming. We're working on hats and a lot of other things. We're working on actually doing like a whole type of line, like a, you know, a spring collection, fall collection, stuff like that.
So you're getting into the garment business.
Trying to take it a little different.
Garmentos.
There's a lot of money in garments, honestly.
There is, especially if you do it the right way. Especially if you do it the right way.
Yeah, 100%.
Just don't get into denim and all that other crap. It's messy.
I'm not, yeah.
You got to get into cut and sew stuff. In and out. Get in and out. Any shows that you're gonna be frequenting?
I'm gonna be hosting SoulCon on December 21st. That's at Stage 48. And then I'm hosting Heat Fest January 10th. Then I'm working on something with one of the bigger shows. Not gonna say who yet. For next year on some contract to be a part of the things that they do. So we got a lot of things working on. And I told you I'm working on this really, really huge project.
I want to show you something.
So go ahead.
I don't want to put. I'm gonna put it on blast.
I like all these things.
But I know that's your man. And that came from. I just want to know. Do you know anything about that?
Yo, that's crazy. That's the first I ever seen. Yo, that will make yo. Yo, show him that, please. Yo, you gotta see this.
We always break the news first here.
But again, like I said, I just host the shows. So
right.
If that's true,
it came. That's officially there to handle.
Yeah. Send me that, please.
So you might not be hosting.
I might not be hosting something very soon. Let's put it that way. But I just saw I might not be hosting it very soon.
This is their verified their Twitter account.
Like it, yeah.
Yeah.
That should be an interesting thing.
Someone has to CTC. Someone has to cut a check, or someone didn't cut a check.
Yeah. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all about how you handle your business in this industry.
Of course.
Now, with that being said, we got the holidays coming up. A lot of holiday releases. Everybody saw Nike's holiday. What do you think about the LeBron 12 as a whole?
I think it's trash.
I don't like it.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I just think that I understand that they make shoes for performance-wise, but if you make a shoe for performance-wise, but you completely cut out the aesthetics of the shoe and just go for performance, the shoe's garbage. The shoe's garbage, bro. I mean, that's just that's my opinion. I'm not trying to put my opinion on anybody else. It's how I feel about the shoe. I mean, we saw the same thing with the 11s.
Right.
It's still, the 11s is still sitting on shelves. All the 12s, you go to any of the stores, the last 4 or 5 releases or whatever they had are still there.
I mean, I like the 12s better than the 11s.
Yeah, me
and
too.
The 10s.
I agree with that.
The ones I got on my feet used to sit on shelves. Hold on. These sat on shelves at one time.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Yeah, those are dope though.
You know, they sat on shelves.
Yeah.
I agree.
People cry. So I'm thinking that LeBron is one of those brands that have just have a time they got to ripen. You know, they sit on for a little bit. They're green bananas, and they have to ripen because everybody, ever since the Zoom generation, nobody really. Now everybody's talking about, oh my God, if the Zoom generation comes back out. I remember nobody liked that.
Yeah,
Nobody bought that. Oh, it looks like a Tim. Remember the All-Star? Oh, it looks like a Tim. It's brown leather. Now people's like, yo, I can't wait till they drop that. Remember his first game with the embroidery on the inside? People that sat on shelves. I remember when they released, I remember Olive Nines, Jordan sat on shelves, but Nike already released them twice already.
I agree.
So it's just like,
it's funny how it works though.
So right now,
sneaker releasing thing is funny.
I just think that Nike's spending so much time talking about the technology in the shoe and putting out as many colorways as they can, that these kids are not able to get traction and actually get a chance to buy the shoe, because every week a new LeBron comes out. And he is one of the best players in the league, but like, come on, like Jordan used to be annually. We used to cop Jordans annually.
I agree.
Like now it's like, gee, then he has a playoff shoe that's getting ready to be released. He released that Soldier. So I don't know. So, we had that come out. You had the Kobe. I think the Kobe's the hottest Christmas shoe.
I think the Kobe's dope. Yep. We were talking about that on the way here. We got to get a hand on
that. I call it the Red December.
That red is hot.
With the candy cane mid.
Super nice.
I'm not mad at the KD either. Very clean.
KD's not bad.
Very clean. Melo's coming out with that M11. I saw pictures of it. Has sparkles in it, and still flight plate.
Mellow. Like that.
Yeah, I don't. CP has a Christmas shoe. They're giving a Christmas shoe to the kid out in Frisco. Curry. Steph Curry has a Christmas shoe coming out, and then they're doing a whole bunch of nice Christmas shoes for the Adidas guys. Like Wall has one, Lillard has one, and first of all, I got to give Adidas some props. They're coming a long way from where they used to be as far as back, and they got some good players. I see Wall on Sports Center every night killing somebody.
100%.
Lillard's killing people. So maybe it could be a resurgence. You mentioned the 3 designers.
You saw that
Nike we just talked about at the beginning. What you think about that?
That's crazy. I can't believe it. I mean, again, that's just the way the cookie crumbles when it comes to situations like this. I mean, they were in a situation where they obviously were privileged to knowledge from being there. And when they left, it's like, I knew something like that was coming.
Right.
There's no way that 3 of their top designers are going to be able to leave and them just let it, brush it off their shoulder. Like, all right.
But for those 3 to leave, there had to be a duffel bag of like straight those new hunnets.
Oh, of course.
Like,
of
like,
course.
like it was
Yeah,
it was like, yo, none of your grandkids will have to work. Like, if you get them to move. And then, so what Nike's beefing about, for people that don't know, they're beefing that they took their proprietary technology with them. Like, one of them was like fly knit, all the stuff that they developed over there.
The Innovative Kitchen, they said they did the same thing with like the project that they did in Brooklyn.
Right. So, and these dudes are all based in Brooklyn. They got a lab, in Brooklyn that they're working out of, cooking up. But I think it's good because now there's going to be parity in the game on the technology, and because what it was is that these other companies were never able to wrestle these Nike guys away. Like when you look.
Yo, you know how you were just talking, not to interrupt you or anything. You know how you said about what you said, and you just showed me the thing. I just got it. That is good. Hold on, just read it. The last comment.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Big shout out to Heck on that confirmation.
That confirmation.
Yeah.
Thanks, Heck.
Because they're running their mouth. That's kind of reckless a little bit.
Yeah, that's crazy that they wrote that.
Little reckless, but it is what it is. Anything else you want to talk about? Can I talk about something? I want to talk about Soul Hub. Our sponsor Soul Hub.
Yeah, met dude.
Did you ever go to their site?
Never been to the site, but I met dude. He's a good guy.
Yo, Mike is a good dude. I actually copped some kicks from Soul Hub today.
All right.
They just came in.
Yeah, I was keeping these.
Cop these on Soul Hub. I missed them when they first came out. Wore them yesterday. Got a sale on them today.
This is a good shoe.
Yo, it's a forgotten,
really nice shoe.
It's a forgotten shoe.
Of course.
They got these in Soul Hub, people, for a low price. Go to Soul Hub, hit the vault, and go crazy. They got a lot of heat in there. I'd bring them in the box because I crushed the box was old, but who remembers these? Instead of getting hyped up over the stuff they reproduce, what about these?
I don't even buy none of the releases. That's another thing. I buy a lot of samples and stuff like that, but I don't even buy none of the releases that come out. If I do buy any of the releases that come out, I stash them for a year, 2 years, 3 years.
You know who does that? 23 Penny. He cops stuff and just puts them.
I don't blame him for
that. It's not because he doesn't want to wear them or doesn't want to. He just like, let's wait till everybody gets the thirst.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you go to the mall and you see
everybody
people
with
wearing the same
shoes.
thing. It's like,
I hate that.
Are you looking forward to any releases? Personally,
not really. I mean, I want those Kobe's. Those Kobe's I'm definitely gonna get. And then
how about the Christmas LeBrons? No,
nah, I wouldn't mess with them. I want those mellow ones that are coming out.
Those are nice.
They got pushed back.
Those are nice.
Yeah, but you saw I think that they pushed them back because they had making a Blake Griffin one and the Chris Paul one, and I think that they're gonna release those all at the same time. I think that's why they pushed it back.
What to you? And I'm gonna just go around to you first. And what's your favorite Christmas sneaker ever made?
Favorite Christmas sneaker ever made? I gotta think about that. That's a tough one.
To me, hands down was the Grinch.
Yeah, I was just gonna
The
say
Grinch
I can
probably
answer
is
that
one of them.
easily.
See, I'm not a big. See, I'm a LeBron, a Jordan. I'm a dunk guy.
LeBron 8 Christmas was tight.
I like the ugly Christmas, the ugly sweaters. I like those.
The dunks.
The dunks.
Yeah,
Those are dope. The black ones are dope. The Concepts one is dope.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't really a fan of none of the LeBron Christmas shoes like that. I guess the 8s and 9s were the best ones, right?
Yeah, to me it was.
Yeah. So, I go with those, but again.
Ghost, what are we gonna do about our Knicks though?
Bro, that shit is upsetting. That shit is super upsetting.
like on some real, can we take a little turn?
And I'm a hardcore.
What are we gonna do with
New
the
York
Knicks?
fan for anything?
Like Phil Jackson and Derek Fisher bought us a 4-20 team.
I know.
So 4-20. 4-20. We're 2 games better than Philadelphia, who's 2-19. Now,
struggling.
You can't probably name 5 starters for Philly, but we have a perennial all-star in Amari Stoudemire. We have a superstar in Carmelo Anthony. We have a serviceable backcourt with Jose Calderon, Iman Shumpert.
Definitely.
And we can't win more than 4 games.
They just can't play together. That's the problem. It's about playing together. Yeah. When you have a team, it's about, your chemistry and how you work together on the court. I just feel like we don't have any of that. I feel like when things start to go bad, everyone's pointing fingers.
Then Carmelo's handing out fades in the locker room, I heard.
Heard that too.
I heard that too. I heard Melo's handing out fades in the locker room. When you're 4-20, you do that.
Of course.
What else do we want to talk about? We talked about Nike suing their designers. Oh, what do you think about the King Push Adidas?
It's interesting.
Kendrick Lamar signing the Reebok.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Why not? People said, oh, it's going to sell in Cali.
In Cali, maybe, but I just don't think that generates into sales across the country.
Can artists still push product?
I don't know. See, the way it's working, and she knows because she's been a part of this whole Atonic thing and the way other shoes are going. I mean, they're going to more of the community and whatever else and getting away from all of these like so-called like hip-hop artists and whatever else. I mean, it's one of those things where just because you're popular in the hip-hop world doesn't translate over into the sneaker community.
Because Rose signed the Reebok, and I never, ever really saw him rep it like he was into it.
Same thing like Birdman with the Birdman shoes. Like I never see no one wearing none of that. Like where are people wearing?
But I think the companies are sending a bad message also, is because Drake shows us that you can wear fake Jordans, 100% confirmed fake Jordans, and then get a deal.
100%.
Wow. And like it's good for him. They're doing PEs for Macklemore and stuff like that. But like
I heard today that his shoe might be coming out.
Like really dropped?
Really dropped.
Want the shark on the back.
One on the shark with I heard that. Not confirmed, but that's a rumor that's out.
But
right
where does it? Because I remember back in the day, we used to get our style cues from music videos, from artists. What they wore, that's how we knew what was popping. Then we went through that big emergence with G Unit. Even how ugly they were, they sold a shitload of Reeboks.
Oh hell yeah.
50 sold a lot of pairs. Jay sold a lot of S. Carters. But I think it bent to the point where that was it just blew it out.
Yeah,
it just
that ship sailed.
Like it sailed. Down. And then you came back, and then you have all these artists that are hot in the streets, but they can't. It doesn't transfer to sales. Like Meek Mills, who arguably is one of the hottest new artists. I didn't see Puma peak or anything.
No way.
Not once.
It's not going to translate that way from hip hop, the culture, into the sneaker community, into sales like that. I mean, unless they put out some crazy thing that you've never seen before. I mean, if you're just attaching an artist name to a shoe and just giving it a different colorway, what's the difference in that shoe?
But didn't Kendrick Lamar said he was all about Cortez and white tees?
Yeah,
100%.
Did you see the video that he did too?
Yeah.
It was. I kind of thought it was all about him. You seen the sneakers in it? What?
Yeah.
Twice.
Well, sneakers aren't part of the advertising. Everybody saw the All In LeBron commercial in Cleveland. How long did the sneaker show? Yeah. It was a second. Yeah. But then that moves me back to this point. Then why is Kanye so sought after if artists can't move that bar?
Because I think Kanye put out a shoe that people never really kind of saw a shoe like that before. It sounds weird to say, but like that.
It's a fusion.
It's a fusion. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a fusion. It's a different type of fusion. I remember when they released, and you could have found those tans 2-3 weeks after they dropped. People didn't want those. The Blinks sold. The Blinks, they definitely sold. The Zens sold too, but those tan ones, and now everyone's those tan ones because they got the glow checker, the hottest ones out of the Easy One set.
Yeah. Funny how fickle people are.
It's the hype, bro. The hype is real out here. It's
but then
crazy.
I'm saying he's like, people are anticipating his next move. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. What I saw so far, the new shoe,
that little foo stuff,
that's crazy.
It was
disgusting.
It was whack.
You'll never see that on my feet.
Nope.
Even though that they're Yeezys.
Nah, bro. See, I don't get into that.
But I'm saying the community that we deal with, they'll die for.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
They'll die for. Like that guy has a shoe that I said, like, wait, Nike broke their rules by letting a non-athlete have his own signature. Not only that, he took parts of the Air Revolution, this part, and that, the 3, and put it into a mishmash high top, goth boot. And then all of a sudden people's like, this the hottest shit out, son. And I was like, yo, that shit is really whack. I don't own a pair. I offered, like, if I had a pair, I'd play basketball just to see what that life is about, because it doesn't bother me. But for some reason, that artist has that mystique. Pharrell, what do you think he's going to do with his? You saw his stuff. It looked like, what's like, you looked at it like, okay, so what did you do to it? Like
100%.
What happened to it? Like, how's this a Pharrell shoe? So these companies, are they going back to artists? And if they are, but
looks that way.
what is shown? Is this because of Yeezy? What has shown us that artists can sell?
I think Yeezy is obviously, the connector between those two things. But I don't know. I'm patiently waiting to see if that shoe that we all saw in all those pictures.
I guarantee you, it's not going to be it.
I guarantee it's not going to be it.
Because I think that picture was a heat check.
100%.
And it came back ice cold.
Exactly.
And they're back to the draw, because Ye's very smart.
Of course.
He said leak it. He said if people are going crazy over that, we'll continue with that. but everybody gave it the foo-foo sign, so they're gonna go back.
I think so.
They're gonna go back.
I think that's why they haven't dropped it yet, because I don't think that they've come up with a design that they can match what went on with like the Nike shoe. I mean, you add a check to any shoe, pretty much it's gonna say. I mean, look at all the people. Everyone for the last 2, maybe even longer than that, was down on Dunks. Now Dunks got some new concepts of shoes that are coming out. Now everyone's back on that wave.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that they don't retro
same
Dunks.
thing with the Air Force Ones. Like now people are back on that.
I hope they don't retro Dunks.
Nah, I mean, I hope so not either. But that's just like one of those things where they're about money, so anything's possible.
I hope they don't retro Dunks.
I don't think maybe they'll retro the same exact dunk, but I think like how they did with the Tiffany, they had the low, now they have the high. I think
I saw it with the De La.
I think they're gonna start doing that. They'll make the opposite, but still, it's same ploy to sell the sneakers. It's no different.
Yeah, but I think people like myself, we hope that things stay, but it's not.
Nah.
It's all about selling
The
sneakers.
sneaker community right now is on a downward spiral of like everyone when I get a forum to speak, I always like to say this, like, be original and be like an individual. Don't follow what everybody else is doing. Try to be yourself and be a better you and do that, because you have everyone else is like, I want to be like this person. I want to do this. I want to just.
Ghost believes the children is the future.
I try to educate, but after this last weekend, I'm done with all that. You know what I mean? I'm finished.
Well, next year for 2015, I'm not buying any more sneakers from stores. I'm gonna do strictly ID and experiment with other brands. Okay. Because I just feel like, I've given so much money and time to a brand that really doesn't care, about how we feel. So I'm gonna try other things. I like the thing about my thing was like, we're all rushing. There's some sneakers out there that's hot. Like sneakers I like, it's hot and people just get a whiff of it. So I'm saying like, you know what? Let me take that money that I would have to sell on the secondary market, put that towards a pair of one-of-one IDs 100%. And just build my own collection out of that. Now Nike, of course, has a dope ID situation. New Balance has a crazy ID situation.
You heard that rumor that they were supposed to bring back the 13, the Jordan 13 tie?
I heard that was supposed to be on ID. It's never going to happen. Never going to. And if they do, the only 3 colors you'll be able to use is white, black, and gray.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to give you no.
They're not going to give you options like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there's other brands out there. I think that to explore, like what I don't understand is just like New Balance 574 is a dope shoe. Sits on shelves everywhere. But if Ronnie 5 touches it, oh my God, the line's out of the door.
Yeah.
1500 is a dope shoe.
We were talking about
if Ronnie touches it, it's out. But you can go to Champs, you can go anywhere around, and those things are still sitting there. 574s, 1500s, all that, 995s, all that stuff is sitting there. But once and I'm using Ronnie because he does such a good job at doing this. But him, when Concepts touches the New Balance, they did that whole Rose New Balance, the all Rose joint. It's dope. But you can go to newbalance.com and just do the same. Take one shoe and just make it the whole one color 100%. And do it for yourself. And it's built in America, New Balance, and it'll be to you in 2 to 3 weeks. So that's what I'm going to explore next year. Instead of getting I get my feelings hurt because I don't like many shoes, but the shoes I do like sometimes coincide with the shoes that the public likes. And then it becomes a shit show. And I'm not waiting on lines. I'm not paying out. One thing I bought that everybody got mad at me, I bought the ones, the black and gum ones, Jordan ones. Okay. He was like, "Oh my God, the leather is." I like black shoes with gum. I like gum bottoms.
They're clean.
They're very clean.
Yeah, I bought them for my cousin for his birthday.
They're very clean.
Yeah, clean shoe.
I sent them to Mosh to do a little touch ups.
A little something.
I saw something. I saw potential. You got potential.
See, I'm not into the whole custom thing like that. But Mosh got my respect. He got my.
No, I didn't send it to get a paint job. Get the I just said to get the windows tinted. And get
I know what you're talking about.
I didn't send it, what I'm saying? I didn't go OD. I just said, just when you get a new car, you just tint the windows and, put the black on black emblems on the back.
You seen the shoe that Dan Customs did, those Busemis and the AirTech Challenge? The black one?
I saw the AirTech Challenge.
That shoe was hot.
What do you think about John? Was it Buscemi? John Buscemi. What do you think about the shoe line?
I think it's different.
I think it is different.
I think it's different.
I think it's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, why not? Something different. Some high-end different.
I think it's well made.
Definitely. I don't own a pair, but from what I've seen of them, they look.
The leather is incredible.
That's what I heard.
The leather is incredible.
I mean, he's got a buzz going on. He's everywhere. You see it on all.
You know what it is? It's quality. It's
product. Yeah, of
quality
course.
product. Like, you know, there's certain shoes that you feel you got because you're paying so much for synthetics. Then there's other shoes, like, and we saw it with the Balenciaga and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you get it, and he's like, why so much for Balenciaga? Like, you'll pick that shoe up,
Look at it,
smell it, and look at it.
Hold on. People don't realize this. Like, everyone flosses with the Louboutins, this and that. If you ever were a dude who owns Louboutins, they're the most uncomfortable shoe you ever wear.
I don't own. I
don't know if you pay. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Every time I take them off after I wear them, my feet hurt. They're not comfortable. They're not whatever. You're paying a crazy price for a shoe that's not even comfortable. It's crazy.
I got one pair of Prada slip-ons. Wifey made me get them for her. You know, when I wear my tailored jeans and you know, get my little corporate look on. But that's about it. That's only everything else. I'll wear a pair of Converse all day. We're gonna wrap it up right now. Ghost, anything else you want to say? Anything you want to say to the people?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No, thank you for answering the bell, bro.
Nah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not hiding from nobody. I come on here and I'll speak the truth. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'll still speak the truth.
Erica, what about you? People want to know about you. Anybody want to know something about Erica? Just text us. Bring it in.
I just met her at doing the Clark thing.
People don't understand that she's in these sneaker streets.
She is. She's out here.
Yes.
She's out here heavy.
How'd you get the name Two Pairs?
Like
2 times, like Italian?
Yeah, I mean, actually,
the papers.
It was a name a cousin of mine actually gave to me. I find something that I like, I'll get 2 pairs of it, so I can wear one, let one sit, or I like to change a couple of things.
And I detect a little Long Island on you.
No, actually, I'm from Cleveland.
Oh, that's a Cleveland accent?
I'm from Cleveland, Midwest.
Oh, that's the Midwest, the Fargo joint going out.
I've been out in Long Island though for a couple of years.
So that with the Long Island, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you have like an Oklahoma, Brooklyn type thing going on. I got you. You a LeBron fan? You a Cleveland Cav fan?
I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan.
Oh, what do you feel about your team this year?
I mean, yeah, we're doing it. I'm happy.
It was a little shaky. It was a little shaky at the beginning. Bron had to give him the Aaron Rodgers. Relax.
Yeah. We just gotta find that flow. We'll do it. I'm a Cavs fan. I'm happy for the city of Cleveland for what it's gonna do. But
people have a lot of misconceptions about female. Are you consider yourself a sneakerhead?
No.
Tell the people.
People don't know she's a dope designer.
People don't know that.
Me and her working on something crazy.
It has something to do with 3M. I know it. Yeah, you mess with Ghost, the 3M comes out.
I love 3M, but I like 3M for 10 years now. People think this is a new technology.
Yeah.
3M on everything. Bro, 3M's been on the MX95s. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So talk about your design. We got this about you now.
Design. So I actually went to school for footwear design.
People don't know that.
No, I'm kind of quiet, but I got a couple things in the works. A couple shoes coming out next year with the boutique that I rock with called Rhyme. We got a location in Brooklyn and Uptown. Help out with that. I'm working with Ghost. A couple of things.
I feel like we're talking about albums. Like I got collabs with Rhyme. I'm doing the joint with Ghost. So shoes or just apparel?
Shoes, all shoes.
Nice. Nice.
Apparel if it's needed, I can do it.
And people see you at sneaker shows. You produce. You all produce, right?
Yeah, I help produce. I also rock with Jason Mark too. East Coast kind of brand rep over there. So helping them out, passing the word along with them, trying to get them all over the place.
Busy girl. How do you have time to come kick it with us scumbags?
Do you believe in your product though?
Yeah, I mean I do.
Do you stand by your product? Do you stand by your product?
Of course. Time in my schedule. It's crazy. I'm all over the place. This is my free time right now.
So people want to holler at you about design and everything. It's at Gimme G-I. Well, you tell them.
Yeah, at GIMME, the number 2 pairs. Any which way you can get a hold of me.
2 times the sneakers.
Yes.
And this is we're gonna wrap it up, man. It was a good show. I had to rock by myself. Big shout out to the Don Drew. He's getting white boy wasted at a Christmas party right now. You know how Drew gets. Like the Wranglers are on. 100%. The shirt is out of his. The shoes is linked out. 3 buttons from the top down. The chain is dangling. He's having a ball. But big shout out to him. Big shout out to by the way, did anybody? We're having a big Christmas party this weekend.
I'll be there
on Saturday at Katra. Drinks on us. Drinks on us. Big shout out to Remy Martin.
We gotta bring toys, right?
Yeah, big toys. All the toys that we're collecting, we're going to donate to Siraj Kaufman's from the sneaker room. We have fun, but Ghost to tell you everybody, we also give back.
100%.
By the way, Ghost is one of our big supporters of our turkey drive. you know, Ghost, Trace and I and the whole crew, Team Give Back Society. So we was out there in the brick cold, be like snowing. Trace was spinning music in the snow.
That's respectful.
Yo, we gave out, we had 2,700 pounds of turkeys out there, B.
Yeah.
Like
That's
giving
what's
it
up.
out to families. And
I'm all about the support.
And I feel if we're blessed enough, I feel if we're blessed enough to be in this position. It's not, and I want to lead by example. And I'm not trying to be preachy or nothing, but like if we out here flossing $400, $500 pairs of sneakers, and we out here at parties and do like at least give back a little bit, toss back.
How would you feel if I said I'm gonna donate one turkey, but you see me in $5,000? Come on,
right? I'd be like, come on,
man.
son.
Come on, man.
Matter of fact, you take the turkey, give me them sneakers.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no way.
All right, let me play some music, so we can just head out of here. And we can go, but we missed the Don Drew. Also, everybody, if you want to know where I got my sneakers from, go to Soul Hub, soulhub.com. They supported us. I actually went on the site, copped those sneakers. They have a sale on them, actually, and I got a great price. So I'm a believer. I'm a believer. And we out.
I see you over there with that flyer, man. Sit down, shut. You know. Power 1051, J.O. Big. Don't be stepping on my J's. My J's for the car. When it come to kick, you can call me Sensei. Dunks up on my feet from LA. I ain't from LA, I'm from NYC. No, we strapped up like Karachi. George from Japan, kicking like Jackie Chan.